my skin was feeling a little tighter. And I noticed through the summer, the dermatologist had told me I had a lot of toxins coming out in my skin, causing a lot of little white spots. It wasn't nearly as bad. So I think the skin is clearing and no inflammation in my ankles now. I would gain puffiness in and around my ankles or in my fingers. I had a joint here that I damaged last fall. I mean, nothing.
Hey, Diana, thanks so much for coming to spend time with me today.
Thank you, Tracy. It's wonderful to be here with you.
It's so
Just
great
love
to see
it.
you. You're so sweet. Well, I'm actually here and excited to listen to your story. So can you start off just by telling the listeners how you were feeling prior to coming to QHS?
Worn out, very stressed. I was taking care of my mom before I got the device and before I joined, and extremely stressed and on that roller coaster that typical life gives you, where some days are great days, and then something happens and it's you're down, and then you pull the bootstraps and you get back. But that is gone.
Cool.
It's a very calm and easy.
So when did you get your device?
I got the black device in May. I got the black device May 10th and my May 9th, and my first granddaughter's born May 10th.
Oh, fun. Easy to
Yeah, so
remember.
two big
Congratulations.
gifts. Yeah.
That's awesome. And so how soon did you notice the shift in how you were feeling?
Almost immediately, with a calmness, with just a just a relaxing of things. I was still in the stress and then the excitement of the new baby and everything, but I was in a lot of hard work, taking care of my mom, but it was just, I don't know, I think I felt like uh, my backup team had arrived, or, my whatever I needed was going to be right there, because I knew what the future, you know, you could see it, you could feel what the future's going to be. So it just relieves so much. Hardest part is waiting for the future,
Oh, I know. That's why I like to keep really busy.
Right.
Awesome.
Yes.
So what else have you noticed other than having a little bit of calmness come over and the stress getting released? Anything else?
At first I didn't. I thought I could tell maybe my skin was feeling a little tighter. And I noticed through the summer, the dermatologist had told me I had a lot of toxins coming out in my skin, causing a lot of little white spots. And I noticed that was nowhere near as bad in the summer. Usually, being out in the sun and the skin gets darker, the white spots show more. Wasn't nearly as bad. So I think the skin is clearing, and you know, I didn't notice much more than that. Maybe some skin tags, few little things. Was mostly emotional type things. And then I got the white device 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, it's really
Wonderful.
good.
And
Yeah,
did you notice anything different with that, Diana?
I did. I charged it, put it in my pocket, my spare pocket, because I was already carrying the black device, and I carried both with me 24/7. Slept with them both under my pillow. Actually, I was feeling a little stiff in my hip, so I put one down below my hip and one under the pillow. And 3 days later, I had a horrible virus, vomiting, little low-grade fever, bathroom, whole 9 yards. And I think after that, there was a switch flipped because I went from a feeling of regression and fighting the battle of old age, feeling achy when you stand up after sitting watching a TV or at the desk here or something, to realizing, hey, I don't feel like that. I don't hurt getting up. And I feel like I've been exercising that motivation and feel good moment of the day. I haven't gotten back to the gym yet. I'm doing
Hey.
some arm weights, doing some of your um, suggestions, but I'm not totally back in the gym. But I've talked to a trainer. I know now I can get right back in the gym because I nothing to stop me now. Where I was feeling achy and I see uh, no inflammation in my ankles now. I would gain puffiness in around my ankles or in my fingers, and I don't notice that anymore. I had a joint here that I damaged last fall. I mean, nothing.
Right on. And what
Yeah.
do you I have a standing and sitting desk. It just like sits on my desk, but it elevates and goes down. And so I go on my calls, I go sit on one call, stand on the next call, because then that
Oh, yeah, that's
um
good. No, I'm in, the traditional office here. Right now, I have given my younger son my business office. This is just a home office, um, because he's come in to start to help take over some of my side of the business, the
nice.
accountant side. And because I've said I want free, because I every week I have all the Zoom appointments and everything, the Zoom QI and key and all the calls. And I can't get free enough. I always listen, to the replays, but I want to be active in them. And so I'm starting.
Cool. That's awesome.
Got to start
And you know
somewhere
what?
to make changes.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing. You just start with one change at a time. Once
Right.
it's a routine and a
Yeah.
habit, then you can make another one.
Mhm.
So, and I know you're a humanitarian, and so we get a do-over with our bodies and our lifestyles. And after the Q arc, you're going to have a healthy 30-year-old body. What excites you the most about that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I think I wake up every morning with some, you know, playing in my mind, walking in here doing this and, that. But um, I, it's funny when I first read Ron's programs, because we're in real estate. And when I first read them, being an accountant for a family real estate business and having adult children, it was totally like if I could have written that, if I could have put it in place, I mean, it was phenomenal because it hits everything. In the beginning, being a family business, I kept trying to think, how am I going to bring this out to a family business or whoever happens to be in the business with us or doing this with me, to a spiritual side. I used to think, how am I going to unteach to my children what I taught them? I have grown adults, so it's really not an issue now because of sovereignty. They will learn and, seek their own. But everything's there now. Everything's in place. That's not missing anymore. In the beginning, I thought that was, something that I was going to have to build myself into the programs. That's there. And I mean, it's just phenomenal. So I think, with the programs, I'm so much looking forward to that. I know everything I envision and think, then, 2 or 3 days later, I learn something else and I think, okay, that's not right. That's not going to work, But it's just going to be phenomenal. And right now, I have my youngest. Tomorrow, what I have set up for him to do is to go through Georgia. There's supposed to be, the one QR for every 10,000 people. So I'm looking for property in the different places and things like that. Not to purchase or anything, but just to start, and then we can join with, other people and stuff like that,
They want a
in the
healing
different
session.
counties and stuff. But, we have to start looking and we have to start considering, you know.
Right. Absolutely. I have my eyes on a few locations and so far they're still empty. So I'm like, okay, that's
Right,
gotta
yes, that's the thing I know. And of course I can, uh, I know it's not worth physically going and looking and, all that type stuff that we normally would do, but I just want to have thoughts ready, Got to
that's
do
awesome.
something. Can't
That
sit
is
still.
so cute. What are you gonna do for you though, Diana? Anything special that you want to do that you didn't do the first time around?
You know, last week with the Twine Zoom call, and the big question was, how much do you love yourself?
Mm.
And I've told several in my family, spreading this because they need to know this too, need to learn this. And I immediately thought, oh, of course I love myself, And then it was, well, do you love yourself enough to prepare your food? And I thought, "Oh, I remember when my son went away to college, I was like, I'm going to cook for my husband. I'm used to cooking for, 10 people, with the family in and out and everything. And everybody's got their own homes. And Dan's parents live an hour away and everything. And it was like, I'm going to cook for my husband. And I reflected on that and I was like, I didn't even think about cooking for myself. I was just going to eat, a prepared salad or, ate well, but not nutrition and not food prepared with love. And
Mm.
so I'm cooking now again. And, I'll give the kids the food or I'll, share it with the helpers that come in, maintenance people and stuff. It doesn't matter. I'm cooking for myself again. But I told the kids, you know, how much do you love yourself? Do you love yourself enough to go exercise? Yes, I called the trainer because I was like, yes, I have
Yeah.
got to put that first again without staying up all night doing laundry and doing this. I mean, life has changed. I don't have children in the house again, but I always stayed up one night a week to do stuff. No, I didn't love myself,
Good.
you
Good
know?
for you.
So it's phenomenal. All of the programs with QHS are just phenomenal. And oh my gosh, I take my mother-in-law to get her nails done every other week. So I haven't gotten in on any of your live calls, but tomorrow, because it's a odd Thursday for me. So I'm going to try to hit it because I
Cool.
just love them.
Dr. Gloria is phenomenal. It's so funny because it's
Yes.
almost like she's my mom. She treats me like her daughter. We banter like she's my mom. I mean, but she's so wise. I mean, that woman has so much information to share. I can't even keep up with her stuff, editing and doing all the stuff. She's amazing. So it's really fun to be a team up with her, on the stuff that we do. So it's
Yeah,
awesome.
I keep longing to be, a part of all of the calls and things. And I'm like, wait a minute, stop, create that. It's at your fingertips. Make it happen. So I am. making changes. It takes some time to have a 30-year routine that all of a sudden you want to change.
Yep. Baby steps, my
But
dear, one thing at a
right,
time. So will
right.
you come back and do another part 2 interview after the Q arc?
Of course, yes, I'd love it. Oh, I'm looking forward to that so much. Yeah,
Well, it's going to be so fun.
yeah. The
So, my
new
dear
me.
Diana, what would you like to say in closing to the listeners?
Oh, don't miss out. This is a life-changing event happening right here, just within your fingertips. And you just have to take a part of it. You have to jump in and just, I do find too, even if I miss a call, can't get in on a call or whatever, the replays, they they just touch you. That vibration is still there, even if you can't do it live. For me, it is. I just feel it, and it just draws me so much more that I can't get enough. I honestly cannot get enough.
That's
I just
awesome.
want more and
You're a
more.
good receiver. That's why. I mean, I could feel your energy that you're just this good receiver. You're
I just
open
love
and
it.
you're excited, and that's perfect. And I love
Well, it
you're a
is.
foundation. It's awesome to have you on this foundation because this strong foundation that we have created right now is what we're going to go into the millions with,
Right,
you
right.
know?
Yeah, it's phenomenal when I hear the one-on-ones like Ellis and Christine. You know, I say to myself, "Oh, wow, I'm such a newbie," even though I grew up with a grandmother speaking in tongues, so it's always been very spiritual for me. But I listen to Christine and I say, "Oh my gosh!" But then I say, "Okay, there's there's the path," you know?
Yeah, I
And that
love
has
it.
always been just light my path, show me where to go, what to
Were you
do.
on yesterday's key call?
No, but I know it's Thursday's the same thing. But yes, I kicked myself. I had my granddaughter here.
No, key is only once a week, but you can listen to the replay. I'm sure it's going to be on the website.
Oh, right, right. No, I'm sorry. I missed the
It was
last
so
week's
good.
Twine Zoom, I think it was, with the
Laura
angels.
walked us Laura walked us through this exercise, and it was like a meditation type exercise, and you do this work and this stuff, and then they're like, Tracy, how was your experience? And I'm like, well, I fell asleep. No,
Um,
oh, we'll edit that out of the replay. I said, I don't
yeah.
care. Go to sleep. You don't have to edit that out. I like to make fun of myself, I'm just a goofball, but
Yeah. That's cute. No. Oh yes, I haven't done a lot of those. I started in the beginning, and honestly, the afternoon, the evening um, sessions, whether it's the volunteer call, the QA, or the key, those are hard time frames. You
mm,
know,
it's hard to fit it all in too. We
I
have
never miss a replay, but I mean, okay, sometimes it takes me a couple of days, and then I listen to you know anything that I have missed, but I don't want to miss a word. It's
Well,
just
we
so
love members
phenomenal.
like you. You're so
Yeah,
cute.
it's
All right, my
wonderful.
dear. Well, I just want to, Diana, you are so adorable.
Oh,
And I
thank
just want to
you.
thank you.
I feel like that about you. I just think, oh my gosh, if I had her where I could just, talk to as a friend always, because like I said, I have no one that I can, sit with and chat. And it is funny because I do feel like I have a whole new family.
Oh, well,
And
we
and
love
it is my family except for my mom is gone. I have cousins, distant cousins and things, but my dad died, his mom, all my grandparents. I have one aunt and uncle left in West Virginia. So sometimes, that used to be a very lonely feeling.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Especially living in amongst all of Dan's side of the family. But now that I know, it's just a different world.
I
Different
know.
world.
I always thank God for, there's a quote in the Bible that says, "You did not choose me, but I chose you, and appointed you to go
Gives
and
me
bear
chills. Yes,
fruit."
it is. It is so true. So
Oh,
true.
you are just chosen, and we're so happy to have you here. So
I
make it
love
a
it.
beautiful day, and I'll see you on the
You
next
too.
call.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you,
Thank
sweet.
you. Love
Take
you.
care. Love you back. Bye.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. The Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.